MoneyPigTrading, March 11, 2022. We're going to look at the stock ticker name ZIM Amazing, shipping company from Israel, container shipping company, amazing 2022 Q1 quarter, no DAPs, basically 23% dividends on top of the $75 per share stock price as of April 2022. So congratulations if you have been holding ZIM together with us. So really quick disclaimer, we're currently holding ZIM stocks and the long call options, and we're not financial advisors. Please invest at your own risks. And if you haven't liked this video, make sure to like it. That will help our channel tremendously. If you're interested in our really good, well-track record Discord community, feel free to check out www.moneypigtrading.com. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, MoneyPigTrading as well to get the latest investment education contents. So come back to the ZIM Amazing 2022 Q1 earnings. Looking at the earning per share estimated by Wall Street for this quarter was $13 per share. We estimated in our last video in the 22 Q1 earning preview, where the link is on the upper right corner, was $14 per share. And right now the EPS actual is 14.7 per share, which is better than all of our estimate, which is awesome. And that's why you're seeing the ZIM stock price is currently popping. So looking at this amazing earnings, we can view by the net income by year. So the net income on the left side is $1 million, and you can see on the excess is by year. In 2018, they were losing money. 2019, they actually started turning to profits. 2020, they started to grow further since the COVID started, and 2021 is where they started to get exponential. You can see their net profit growth from 2021 to 2020 is about 400%. And we really like, on top of the Q1 number, Q4 number, and the whole 2021 numbers, their 2022 guidance, which they currently guide about 11 to 12% higher than 2021, which is a very conservative guidance I really like, and that's part of the reason I like the ZIM management very well. Oh, on top of that, I'm actually currently traveling, so I'm recording using AirPod. If you feel like the volume is not big enough, please just raise the volume. And also apologize if there's any noise in the background. So if you look at ZIM, come back to the guidance, we have to look at their business model. So if this is your first ZIM video, we just want to highlight their business model is the way they get net profits is the container shipping revenues, which is 50% based on the current spot rate, plus the 50% long-term rates, minus their cost of chartering cost, which is how much they rent the ship. So they are actually a very asset-light company. They don't really own a lot of ships like other container shipping company like Matson, MATX, or DAC, etc. So when the container shipping rate goes up a lot quickly, and the shipping rates, rental rate doesn't catch up that quickly, ZIM is going to generate a massive amount of profits. And that's what we have seen, how much their stock price goes up since $10 IPO in 2020, now all the way to $75. So the other way to look at this equation is if you look at the right box is the current spot rate for the container shipping rate. And compared to the YOY in 2021 last year, you can see the current container shipping rate is higher than last year. So the spot rate, that 50% of net profit will be better than last year, that's for sure. However, the other part of the long-term contract signing each year happened around March to May, which is highlighted in this green box. We don't know which way we're going. Right now, the container shipping rate is in the low season, starting Chinese New Year, early February, usually all the way to March 15. In our social media, we mentioned there are several indications that the shipping rate is going to continue to rise because the elevated shipping costs, the dock, the harbors are still congested, and also not enough driver, and the gas price has been going up so much. So a lot of shipping companies has been notified their clients that they're going to raise the shipping costs or rates starting March 15 all the way to early April. So that potentially can boost the long-term rates for ZIM to sign in this green box we're going to see in 2022. Right now it's unknown, but we're expecting that going to happen. So that's net. That will increase the net profits for ZIM on the long-term rates for 2022. However, on the earning call and the presentation on ZIM, I really like is the fact that the management actually think about it because of this unfortunate Ukrainian war is happening. So a lot of people, economists and Wall Street are actually expecting the economy might slow down or go into recession. So the ZIM management actually, when they give that guidance, 11 to 12% net profit growth compared to last year, they actually consider that already. The average freight rates will be higher in 2022 than 2021. However, they do expect a gradual decline of the spot rate in the second half of 2022 because the port congestion might be better. There might be more driver available. The economy might slow down. The whole shipping demand will drop. So they actually priced in all these things already. Still, they believe the contract rates in general for ZIM will significantly higher than 2021. So that's why they conservatively guided about 11 to 12% of net profit growth, which I really like. So that's amazing. The other prospect of ZIM is they have massive dividends. In Q2 last year, they provide $2 a share. Q3, they provide $2.5 a share. And this upcoming March 23rd recording date, once you hold the stock, after that, before the market close, until the market close on March 23rd, you're going to get at $17 a share. Based on the current price, that's still a massive 23% dividend returns. And the payout date for this $17 per share dividend will be on April 4th. And we do expect, based on the dividend policy announced in the previous earning quarter report, that each quarter they're probably going to continue to distribute $2.5 to $3 per share of dividends. And if the same thing happen for the 22 Q4 earnings, and because the 11 to 12% net profit growth, plus the dividend policy is to distribute 30 to 50% of the net income as a dividend to shareholder, we do expect in 2022 Q4, which will happen in around March 2023, they might distribute again $19, a massive dividend per share, which is amazing considering the current stock price. The other way we still think ZIM is underpriced is if you look at the stock price right now, $74, they still have cash in the balance sheet, $23 per share. And we do expect that they're going to generate about $43 to $50 per share of cash in this year, 2022. Current debt is 0, PE ratio is 2.76, earning per share right now is 27.8. Plus the 33% dividend, we just talked about the last slide. And on top of that, they still have 4.5% short interest, making there some room for a short squeezing. So we do think ZIM is a perfect buy, even at this current stock price at 74. So we currently, based on all this awesome earning, we upgrade the ZIM from $90 price target to $100 price target. And if you look at how ZIM performed so far year over year this year, up 35.3% compared to SPY, S&P 500 ETF, currently is down 10.9%. Right, this is just telling you how amazing ZIM is right now. And I know there's a lot of different voice in the market right now. Let's take a look real quick at the container shipping trend. So right now, the bullish side for the container shipping rate, among 1.9 million container shipping sailors, 70% of them are Russian or Ukrainian citizens. So that's causing them a massive problem that they're not being boarded to the land or get off the ship. That's just creating a lot of potential sailor shortage in the next few months, which is an unfortunate case. We're hoping that will be alleviated and the war will stop. But if the war lasts, this is the thing will happen. It will be really hard for them to get the labor market in balance, and that might actually further increase the shipping rate, of course. And also the ports worldwide are still very congested, and the driver shortage still remains in Europe and US. So that will also increase the shipping costs as well. And also ZIM, this is more like a long term. They're actually negotiating with the Israel government to lower the tax rate. So if that happens, I don't know when, maybe later this year or sometime 2023, that'll be a massive boost on the ZIM stock price as well. Of course, we mentioned earlier, if ZIM war, the Ukraine war lasts a few more months instead of finishing early, the world economy actually can enter recession and lower the container shipping rate, and that could make the shipping rates drop quite a bit. So that is actually a negative effect on the ZIM stock price. However, I do think the management has considered that. So that's the thing we just have to keep an eye on it. So really quick, we are actually really have a robust long-term investing program on our Discord. 76% the trades last year, 16.4% return on average per trade, with about 75% winning rate. So if you are interested, make sure to check us on www.moneypigtrading.com for our Discord community, and make sure to follow us on social media. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.